Hey Cappy, how you doing? Hey Capricorn, how y'all doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back. Those who are new, thank y'all for coming. Those that have been rocking with me, thank y'all for coming back. I really appreciate it. So yeah, as y'all can tell by the topic, blood type, don't marry yet. That's the reason why I said that, because I was thinking about my mom. She said back in the day, they had to get a blood test drawn on the mate before they get married. And a whole lot of that had to do with finding, the sickness and disease in that person's family, because they didn't want it transferred into their family and their children being sick. And a whole lot of other cultures do that and being compatible, but I don't know if they really were about that part, but maybe it was an issue. And a lot of other cultures, think that's a big issue. So then you got to, like I say, worry about your kids and what's going to happen. And then you got a dominating mate, and you're not. That makes a big difference too. We're going to talk about blood types as well. But first, we're going to start about RH and positive, RH negative. So those, if you're A, B, B, O, those are the blood types, and you could be positive or negative. So RH positive means you have proteins in your red blood cells, and RH negative means you don't. So let's read a little bit. RH incompatibility happens when mother's blood types conflicts with that of the newborn, RH negative, newborn child. It is possible for a mother's red blood cells to cross into the placenta or fetus during pregnancy. When this occurs, the mother's blood cells develop antibodies that can attack the newborn's blood cells and cause jaundice. And can cause jaundice. Risk is higher near or during delivery. So it can cause jaundice, brain problems, okay? Then the mother, the negative blood, baby positive, okay? And can be prevented, they say, with early blood tests. But most likely people won't even notice that unless something's wrong. Then you think about going into the blood type. Most of the time, most doctors, I remember my grandson came with the epilepsy and the seizures. The paramedics didn't even think about the blood type. I had to tell them about that. They were amazed. You know what I'm saying? So that helps them. I hope they pay attention from now on. Okay, then they say if found in RH immune globulin treatment is administered about 28 weeks into the pregnancy. So if you do want to do that, or you do notice something wrong, they will do a treatment, and with it, before you have the baby. If not detected, baby could have serious jaundice leading to brain damage. You know what I'm saying? So then now you got to worry about the brain damage of your child. You know what I'm saying? Where's that? I'm trying to find it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, and then also this one right here, PVL, brain problems. That's another one that could occur and kill your child, So, but this is common treatable. This is common and treatable. I don't like them saying that. So if it's born, the baby is yellow discoloration in the skin or the eyes, then they treat it if necessary. I understand that. They treat it through hydration and phototherapy, and bile blankets or other phototherapy equipment help the infant's body expel the jaundice. Okay. Then you got to think about. I was thinking about, what about cerebral palsy? Is that because of the blood type? We're picking the wrong partners and the blood type don't match, a positive and a negative, and your child coming out with certain things, you know what I'm saying? So, just things to think about. Then you got genotype compatibility, sickle cell. Then here you go with the sickle cell. That's because of the blood, not matching. Serious medical condition with high rates. Genotype AS. Sickle cell in their blood if they A, you know what I'm saying? They got sickle cell. Hemoglobin gene consistence on the red blood cells. AC is rare, as AS and AC are abnormal. Okay? Then you got to think about all of that kind of stuff. Okay, in marriage it says AA should marry AA to save your future children from genotype incompatibility, sickle cell, and other diseases. You know what I'm saying? So people don't think about that stuff. The only cure for sickle cell genotype is a bone marrow. Then the poor little baby got to get a bone marrow transplant, BMT. Okay? and it's very expensive. Then there's a lot of medications that go along with it. So now you got a sickly child, and one of your mate's gonna be sickly as well. You got to look forward to that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but just things to consider. The two advantages of having the Rh negative is you don't have to worry about parasites or viruses. So that's a great thing. That helps the child. So it's good to have a negative and negative type person, right? So Rh negative may be related to reptilians and gods. Still a question they say about that, but I'm gonna tell you that might be a true statement after I get through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just But this blood type Rh can fight child's blood if positive, and child could die. Boom. Okay, that's what I was saying about the what is it? Where is it at? This one right here. That means your child could die. You know what I'm saying? Called HD. Oh, no, not this one. I'm sorry. Where is it? Yeah. Jaundice. Bear with me, y'all. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Right in my face. See, that's what called. No, it's not. Okay, Ruth. Get it together. Slow down. Okay, where did I put it at? Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go, right here. Okay. So this card right here, your infant could die because mother and child are from different species. See what I'm saying? And they study saying that that might not be true about the alien blood. So something going on, right? If your body's fighting off that child, it's like a alien fighting off the human. You know what I'm saying? So that's just things to think about. Then there's another one, Rh null. That's the golden blood. That's very rare. Blood type. You got to worry about getting a transfusion, finding people with that blood type. And it's like, they say it's like, really hard to find. This, blood type A is the most ancient, and it exists before the human species evolved from its humanoid ancestors. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a rare blood type. So, I mean, it's the oldest, A, So, I guess A negative would be the one. You know what I'm saying? Until they started making hybrids. And then, so that's why I say about when they was talking about the reptilian blood or whatever, those were aliens that made us overhuman, or do some history. I don't want to scare anybody, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know something going on now, especially these times we're in now, okay? So type B is thought to be originated from about 303.5 million years ago from genetic mutations. So those are hybrid people, okay? A lot of us are, don't get me wrong. They're modified from the sugar of the on the surface of the red blood cells. So they did that from the surface of the blood cell, the sugar on the blood cells, they may be. Now, I know some ones who are B, and they're different type people. We're going to talk about that. Rh negative fights positive, Rh positive blood, okay? So, yeah. Then, on top of all of that, I was thinking about the seizures, the epilepsy, schizophrenia, cirrhosis on your body, eczema, different other skin conditions. You know what I'm saying? Nightmares at night, that got to do with the brain. Then narcissists, are you marrying somebody that's dominating and you're not, yeah, so, just things to think about. And okay, so you say you're A, okay, your personality is sensitive, cooperative, emotional, passionate, and clever, patient, loyal, loving, peaceful type person. Do not like to get in fights, okay? But say you met an O, and let me trying to find it, y'all. Okay, so the O is they're very enduring, strong. That's why the Japanese call them warriors. Okay, they're honest type people, hate liars or hide the truth. True enough. Okay, and they're cautious, passionate, peaceful, resilient, independent, trendsetters, reliable, carefree. But the negative side, they're arrogant, jealous, rude, ruthless, insensitive, unpunctual, unpredictable, cold, self-centered. Okay, So now you got to worry about all of that with that partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if you're that sweet type person, here you come with a person that's dominating, you know? Okay, say for instance you met hold on a minute, I'm just trying to get it together, y'all. A person with AB blood type. Okay, complicated, dual personality, shy, outgoing, keep the true personality from strangers, want you to believe what they want you to believe. So then you got somebody who's secretive, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk to them, they don't want to talk about anything, you know? Then you stuck. You know, you this good type person trying to talk, people call goody goody. But, you know, you got to consider all these type of things, you know? They have the good, charming, control, cool, dream chasers, caring, rational, you know, okay, trustworthy, adaptable, creative, good. But they're also complicated, vulnerable, irresponsible, self-centered, forgetful, unforgiving, critical. You know what I'm saying? So you got to consider all that kind of stuff when you're looking for a mate. They're here to bring new ideas and new lessons to the world. So that's a great thing. Then you meet a B. They're very creative, quick decision makers, not good in taking orders. They are very focused. They want to be the best in whatever they do. Not good at multitasking, thoughtful, empathetic, and not thoughtful, not empathetic towards others. Okay. So then you got to worry about that. Then the negative side: wild, erratic, selfish, unforgiving, uncooperative, irresponsible, unpredictable. Then boom, you stuck with all that. You know what I'm saying? They came here to are the ones who have come to simplify, enjoy life, and to harmonize the other blood types together into a cohesive, happy, massive consciousness. Okay, so they're happy-go-lucky type people, like people around, like the A and B. You know what I'm saying? So do you like that? Is that you want people at your house all the time? I had a person like that already. And I was saying about the my daughter's sickle cell, then the brain problems. I was thinking about that with my son. When I was getting ready to have him, his heart had stopped. So they had me turn different ways and stuff. But now he has mental issues. So our blood was not compatible. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the O supposed to be on a special diet. Everybody's supposed to be on a special diet. I don't think they're supposed to eat a lot of meat. They have to look up their blood type, because I think back in the day they only ate like quail and buffalo, and that was like maybe once or twice a month. That was a delicacy, and they cooked it different. And most O's I know, they don't care what you say. They're going to eat what they want to eat. You know what I'm saying? They could care less, and most of them are not healthy. Then you got to worry about that, and they're stubborn, they're angry, they love to work to death, and the B's love to work. Oh, my goodness. The B blood type love to work like it's crazy. I had a friend, he wanted to work so much. It was 10, 15 hours, and his crew left him because they wanted to eat. He had this little, like a little snuff box. He put a beef jerky in there. He said it's to fool his body so he can think it's eating, so he can keep on working. And then he got the nerve to come around me and visit me, you know, and hadn't offered me anything till his stomach made him get really hungry. Then he decided to go and get him some chicken from the store, which was cheap, and, you know, from Kentucky churches. And then he asked me that I want some and bought my own box. You know, it's like crazy stuff. So, you know, all that kind of stuff you got to consider when you get in a mate. You know what I'm saying? Like the A positive supposed to be vegetarians, you know, if you don't know that about yourself, you know what I'm saying? And the A's, they're supposed, A negative, also supposed to be on the diet, a certain type of diet. I'm trying to find it, y'all, sorry. Where is it at? Okay. Sorry, y'all, bear with me. Yeah, they supposed to avoid beef, pork, lamb, cow's milk, potatoes, yams, sweet potatoes. So they can't eat a lot of things everybody else eat, cabbage, eggplants, tomatoes, because it brings out a lot, you know, fruits and vegetables, oranges, strawberry, chicken, turkey, you know, all kind of stuff. Certain kinds of seafood is good for them not to eat seafood, because it can make them have cancer, diabetes, anxiety disorders, cardiovascular disease, and I have had cancer, and I had anxiety real bad. So now I got to really watch my diet, you know. So there's a lot of things to consider when getting a mate. And a lot of us, like I say, didn't know anything about it. You know, some families do, some families don't. Like I say, the positive's supposed to be a vegetarian, you know. So, you know, just things to wake up. And I was, you know, thought I'd mention. And when RH negative woman, 5 to 10% of women, has a baby with a RH positive blood, this is called RH incompatibility. The channels sometimes be problems. The mother and the O blood, and her baby is A. You know, so you know we just read about that. But what I like about the foreigners, not India, they care about more about the sun sign, the star signs, than they do in compatibility. But Japanese, they do things a little differently. They do it, use it for personal matching information called Kisiko, whatever gate. Is a term which means analyzing a person's personality based on their blood type. They ask blood type potential for employment and compatibility of two people getting married. So that's a smart thing to me, you know what I'm saying? Then the Japanese believe that you should marry, like I said, according to your blood type for less problems. And the higher, you know, implies what I just said. But yeah, so those are things to consider if you're worried about your children being strong type people, you know what I'm saying? So these are just some things that I thought I'd mention. And mosquitoes like O and A blood type, so I thought I said throw that in there. And O negative is used for transfusions. If people don't know what type of blood type you are, they usually do that, especially for babies, you know. So these are just some things that I thought I'd mention, you know, in case anybody was interested. And I had a friend, he would lock up his girlfriend, you know, and be cruel to her. And I was like, it must have been an A positive, because A negative ain't for that. I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, I'll be burnt out, I'll be gone. But anyway, you know, I just thought I'd mention some stuff like that. And then, for instance, Michael Jackson's mom, the dad dominated the mom, you know. She didn't have a voice in the situation. Not till years later, she decided to let him go. You know, and then you got to worry about your kids being dominated. You know, here they go trying to tell you what to do, because that came from the father or the mother being dominated. Could be the male as well as the, you know, the woman. So they're narcissists too, you know, or needy. You know, ones you do everything about them, whining all the time, you know. So it's very important who we marry. You know, you can't just look at looks and the sex. It goes deeper. You know that, you know. And then you got to worry about what their medical history is. Do they have anything in their medical that you could catch? How, you know, then different type of sex. But anyway, Cappy, I just thought I'd mention that, and I thought maybe some people want to hear it, and those that don't know, and it's something for us all to consider, especially during these times, you know, because one of the blood types is a spy. But anyway, until next time, y'all, have another topic for y'all. Appreciate y'all coming. Would y'all like, subscribe, share, and comment with anything that I've left out or anything that y'all need to add? I really will appreciate it. And until next time, y'all have a great week. And love y'all, Cappy. Bye.